Fast forward, April 2026, your equity isn't in your house, it's in a coffin, 6 feet under, a tombstone that whispers, Hamilton homeowner, gone but not forgotten. Sounds like a joke. It's not. It's the obituary for anyone waiting for this market to bounce back. Hamilton homeowners, pay attention. This isn't entertainment. This is a funeral notice for your money if you keep waiting. Here's the jolt. Hamilton home prices are down nearly 60 grand in just the past 2 months. Let that sink in. That's not year over year. That's not some distant trend. That's today. 2 calendar flips and your equity just vanished. That's the equivalent of losing your luxury SUV in 60 days flat. Detached homes bleeding deeper. Condos sliding too. Inventory just hit the highest August in 14 years. Translation, more homes for buyers to pick from. Less leverage for you. Sales to new listings ratio, 47%. That's not balanced. That's the scoreboard flashing. Buyers are in control. Months of supply in parts of Hamilton, 5 to 6 months and climbing. That's not a stat. That's a silent timer ticking down on your home equity. You're not hearing the wrecking balls. You're hearing the leak in the basement. Drip, drip, until the floor caves in. Thanksgiving's just around the corner, and this market, it's about to get carved up like a turkey. Wait too long, and you could be next on the table. Smart sellers are getting up to $25,000 in cashback incentives, actually recovering some of the equity that they've already lost. Details are linked below. Otherwise, keep watching and I'll break it down. Now imagine 90 days from today. Path A, you do nothing. Mortgage the same, equity gone, refinance power dead, retirement plan smaller, your kid's inheritance shrunken. That's the slow theft. Path B, you reposition. Time it, you protect, you keep 6 figures in your life, not in the buyer's pocket. That's the only other path. So which future are you choosing? Now here's the hidden villain almost nobody sees. It's not just prices, it's not just listings, it's days on market. Because days on market isn't a number, it's psychology. It's demand or lack thereof, written in plain sight. Homes that used to sell in 7 days, they're now sitting for 30, 60, 90 days, if they even sell. And every extra day, that's another slice of power sliding from you straight into the buyer's pocket. Buyers know it, agents know it, and whether you sell this year or next, this metric decides if you win or lose. On Hamilton Mountain and Stoney Creek, supply is already 4 to 5 months. That means when you list, you're not competing with one neighbor, you're competing with dozens. And buyers, they're circling like sharks. They lowball, they wait. That's not the crash, that's the trap. And here's the gut punch. Once days on market passes 60 days, homes are averaging $50,000 to $75,000 in price cuts just to attract an offer. That's the difference between retiring on time or retiring broke. But here's the darkest part. It's not citywide, it's hyper-local. Certain Hamilton neighborhoods are already graveyards. Others are barely clinging to life. And if you don't know which one you live in, you're gambling 6 figures blindfolded. Next, I'm going to expose which neighborhoods are walking towards the cliff and the only tactical move that stops the leak today. Stay locked in because this isn't about headlines. This is about your survival. You saw the coffin, you saw the $60,000 leak. Now let's rip the Band-Aid off because here's the scariest part. It's not Hamilton as a whole, it's your neighborhood. Some Hamilton pockets are already graveyards. Others are gasping for air. In areas like Stoney Creek and the Mountain, days on market are exploding. Listings are piling up. Houses are sitting for months. Price cuts are slashing like knives. But drive 10 minutes across town, another pocket looks steady for now. That's the illusion. An illusion kills homeowners who wait because buyers don't care about your pocket. They don't care about your options, and options are flooding in. Hamilton just clocked in at its highest August inventory in 14 years. That's not supply, that's a tsunami. Picture this, you list your home today, but instead of competing with 1 or 2 neighbors, you're swimming in a lineup of dozens. Buyers scroll through your street like a buffet. Pick, choose, lowball, walk away smug. That's not selling, that's begging. Now add gasoline to the fire. The GTA ripple. Toronto inventory overflowing. Buyers stretch budgets west, and guess what? Hamilton becomes the overflow valve. That means you're not just competing with Hamilton sellers, you're competing with the entire Golden Horseshoe. You think that means more buyers? Wrong. It means buyers have more choices. And the more options they have, the less leverage you hold. Homes over 800 grand in Hamilton are averaging 90 plus days on market. Do you understand what that means? It means your biggest asset, your retirement plan, your nest egg, is now sitting stale on the shelf like clearance merch at Walmart. And by the time you realize it's stale, you're already slashing your price just to get a single offer. Here's the future pacing nobody tells you. 90 days from now, you're either on path A, wait and bleed another 500 grand, or path B, reposition now and flip their psychology back in your favor. That's why I built my free seller survival guide. Inside, I break down the comps, the traps, the lies, and how I give sellers up to $25,000 or more in commission rebates when they sell. Click the link below to find out how and make a decision before the market makes it for you. I'm Mike Johnson. My goal is to be one of a few honest realtors in this city that actually help you step out of the way of the oncoming train. If that's something that would help, click the link below. Only a handful of Hamilton homeowners will act before days on market tips into no man's land. Click the link, grab the guide, protect your equity. Now here's the cliffhanger. Because the real villain, it's not days on market. It's not inventory. It's the wave under the surface that hasn't yet hit. And when it breaks, Hamilton homeowners won't just lose 100 grand. They'll lose the ability to sell at all. Next, I expose the wave that nobody is talking about. And when you see it, you'll understand why the next 90 days decide if you win or if you drown. You saw the coffin, you saw the leak, you watched the tsunami forming. Now here's the nightmare that nobody is talking about. The wave is breaking. And when it hits, Hamilton homeowners won't just lose equity, they'll lose the ability to sell at all. This is the end game, and it's already in motion. Here's what's happening under your feet. Inventory is flooding, days on market is stretching, rates are slicing affordability. Those three forces, they're not separate, they're synced, like gears in a machine designed to strip you of wealth. When inventory spikes, buyers stop rushing. They wait, they circle, they pick at sellers like vultures. When days on market stretches, your listing ages like milk on the shelf. Every extra day whispers, something must be wrong with this house. When rates tick up, buyers' budgets collapse. A $750,000 home yesterday that now fits into a $680,000 approval. That's not emotion, that's math. And math doesn't negotiate. Now put those three together, flooding supply, rising days on market, falling budgets, that's the wave. And when it breaks, you're not shaving 50K, you're not shaving 100K, you're staring at no offers at all. In some GTA spillover markets right now, homes are sitting for 120 days and counting. Not stale, not cold, dead. And Hamilton's next in line. Because here's the brutal truth. It's not the crash that kills homeowners, it's the silence. No showings, no offers, no leverage. Just your biggest asset rotting on the shelf while you pray for a buyer who isn't coming. Now imagine this future. Your home sits for 90 days. You drop 50 grand off the price, still nothing. You drop another 50 grand, still nothing. At that point, you're not selling, you're surrendering. And surrender is exactly what buyers are waiting for. You think you've seen bad? Wait until inventory stacks up another 20%. Wait until days on market passes 100 days in your neighborhood. That's not pressure, that's checkmate. And here's the kicker. Most Hamilton homeowners don't even know it's happened. They wake up one morning and realize they've crossed the point of no return. By then, it's too late. But here's the final villain. It's not inventory, not days on market, not even rates. It's time. Because every day you wait, the wave gets stronger. Next, I show you how the clock is rigged against Hamilton homeowners and why the next 90 days will decide whether you walk away with six figures or nothing. It's time. Because time doesn't cut in weeks, it cuts in dollars. And right now, every sunrise in Hamilton is a slice off your equity. Here's the trap. You think you have time, you don't. Time is rigged against homeowners. Every extra listing that hits the MLS, that's another clock starting. Every house that sits unsold, that's another reminder to buyers that patience pays. And buyers are patient. They've got leverage, they've got options, and they know time is their weapon and your weakness. Because here's the brutal irony. Waiting doesn't stabilize the market. Waiting destabilizes you. The longer you sit, the less power you hold. The longer buyers wait, the more power they gain. That's the rigged game. In Hamilton right now, every extra month on market is costing sellers 25 to 30 grand in equity erosion. If you don't believe me, check the stats. Not theoretical, not distant. That's the monthly burn rate in the last couple months. Imagine this future. 90 days from now, your home unsold, your price dropped twice, your leverage gone, your retirement bleeding, and you whisper to yourself, I should have moved when I had a chance. That's not forecasting, that's happening right now. Here's the tactical move nobody tells you. Position before the panic, not after it. Because once the panic hits the market, it's too late. You're not competing with one neighbor, you're competing with dozens, all slashing prices in desperation. But if you reposition before the panic, you flip psychology. You look like opportunity, not inventory. That means staging that makes buyers fight, pricing that sparks urgency, marketing that makes your house look like the prize, not the leftovers. You don't outweight the wave, you outposition it. And here's what that does. Instead of low balls, you trigger competition. Instead of sitting stale, you sell fast with leverage. Instead of bleeding equity, you lock it in. That's why I built my free seller survival guide. Inside, I break down the comps, the traps, and the lies. and how I give sellers up to $25,000 back or more in cashback incentives when they sell. Click the link below to find out how and make a decision before the market makes it for you. Only a handful of Hamilton homeowners will act before the door slams shut. Click now, protect your equity before time buries it for good.